Hey everyone, Corey here. I just recently finally got my Fuji XT1 here with the 18 to 55 millimeter XF lens on it. Uh, I've had the XM1 for almost year and a half, taking portraits of my son and stuff like that, just stuff around the house and stuff I can kind of carry nonchalantly. Uh, I've been doing photography for as long as I've been doing video production for about roughly 13 years, and I finally decided to kind of really jump back into photography. I really do miss it and shooting. So I decided to went and just upgraded to the XT1, which is a very powerful camera. I'm still working my way around it when I have moments during the day today, and hopefully I should have a shoot coming up in a couple weeks for a local high school team, weightlifting girls portrait session, which should be awesome. Should be nice, especially with a particular camera. I've read a lot of reviews. Fuji versus Canon versus Nikon. I mean, I've shot every single still camera you can kind of think of, primarily Canon and Nikon. Kind of like Nikon a little bit better, but for me, it's the way they handle the colors. Canon, it can be a little warm, a little too warm for my taste sometimes. It all depends on the subject matter in that respect. And brings to well, why do I like Fuji and why did I choose XT1? First of all, it's very very lightweight, half the cost of a Nikon or a Fuji full frame. I'm sorry, half the cost of a Nikon or Canon full frame body. It definitely matches up to a full frame for sure. Not 100%, but it comes pretty close. There's always this big discussion as far as full frame versus APS-C sensor and all the technical terms. And for me, really, because my video work I shot with the Blackmagic cinema camera. That's a Mark IV third sensor. But for me, it's the image I get out of the camera, regardless if it's Blackmagic, Nikon, Canon, Fuji. For me, the reason why I choose Fuji, and I just find it astonishing and amazing, is every time I shoot with it, it produces results that just kind of blow my mind, essentially. It's interesting. It's like this is my paint. This is my canvas here, and I'm the painter. It amazes me still. Only being used to the particularly mirrorless, particularly Fujifilm for a year and a half now. I shoot mirrorless, particularly with the Fujifilm camera, the XM1. It amazes me, especially when I use an XM1, how much the image after I looked at it. I mean, for the XM1, it's just an LCD screen. I didn't have a viewfinder at all. So to do that in daylight, real bright daylight, and seeing the images out of it was like, wow. It was like amazing and way beyond what I expected, because I was shooting, and I'm like, these too dark, these too overexposed. Once I got it back on my computer, I first didn't have to put any single photo just about in Lightroom at all, just to correct it. Maybe a handful, maybe 3, maybe 5 at the most. Same thing when I went up to New York to shoot engagement photos with a friend of mine. I wish I had the XT1 at that time. I didn't, but I made do with what I had. And the images produced were really wonderful. There's some I wasn't too happy about. That's just probably my nitpickiness, my perfectionist, as you will. But overall, I mean, my friend, he loved them. He's like, wow, they came out more than what him and his fiance ever imagined. And with that, say, hey, do you want to shoot our wedding? And of course, they're friends of mine. And obviously, they looked at other photographers in town, and they're like, well, what it comes down to is we like the way you shoot. We like the way you do things a little differently than your average photographer. Because my background is in motion picture, cinema, and video. That's my background. So it's kind of more of a documentary type. If I had to kind of describe it, something just kind of shoot off the hip in a way. For me, it's all about framing and color, and it just, I don't know. It's hard to kind of describe my particular shooting style. It's different from other people. Everyone has a different shooting style. But my friend, he loved it. He loved the images. He's like, would you mind doing it for really of your work? And of course, the price is around the same as other photographers are charging for locally for their wedding. Of course, so I'll be with them the whole entire day. There are certain photographers who only wanted 6 hours, not a full 8. which can be a daunting task. But I think with that being said, I can kind of control my friends because they know that I work, especially in New York. They had ideas. I'm like, all right, we'll do this, and they sometimes I have to slap them a little bit. But it's great when you, even though they're my friends, it's always a good thing when you get comfortable with your subject or whoever you're shooting, whether it be male, female, whatever it is, even a dog for that matter. You always want to be cordial, courteous, and try to kind of break the ice with a little bit of sense of humor. It's always great. A good laugh, really, that one little laugh makes everything go by smooth, and it makes a fun shoot. Even the dumbest things I come to find. So day one of the Fuji XT1. I really like it. It's really lightweight. I love the grip on this thing. The one thing I'm missing is the vertical grip, which the guy forgot to ship to me. He'll be shipping it out to me free of charge, which is lovely. So it'll be great, for portraits and stuff, which I'm okay with like this for now. But the grip on this side here, it's really good. It's amazing. It's not too big, not too small. I really like it. The dials, obviously, I'm still getting used to the dials, of course. They're daunting. It's been quite a few years since I did manual mode. But it's gonna take me a couple weeks to probably get used to everything, figure out what kind of setup I want for my shooting style. There's a couple of film emulsions here that or film simulators that I really like. It's what is it, ProNeg. It's one of them. I obviously love the Vivid and a couple other ones. I'm definitely getting used to it still. It's only been one day. My wife said no more cameras. I'm like, yes, ma'am, no more cameras. You probably wonder why I chose the XT1 over, say, the XT2. Well, obviously budget. Budget is key for me. I had to sell off other gear and stuff like that. So I'm selling off gear. Hopefully make up for this. Plus shooting my friend's wedding, which is already in the books. Which I think I can come out on top. Dead heat. Obviously, of course, trying to fill in other photo shoots in between now and then. I think the camera's really worth it, even though, yeah, sure, it's not XT2, it's not a 24 megapixel camera. It's 16.3, but even in today's world, 16.3, you can get away a lot with that. You can get pretty high as far as more 8x10. I forget what the photo printout you can pretty much get to until you start seeing really the image kind of not really fall apart, but you'll start to see like the grain and stuff like that. For me, it's all about comfortness, price, and again for me, it's always been the overall quality of what you get. Again, like I said, I'll go back to every image that I got on this camera. It's wowed me. It's allowed me to concentrate on the subject.